Good morning, guys. So it is currently 3:30 in the morning. No, not quite that. 10 to 4, and I'm outside and awake. I know, right? Weird. So exciting news is we're going to pick up a new car. So obviously we better get to it. Hi guys, so yeah, I'm in the engine bay. There's no engine, but this is my new car. Check it out. Hi guys, welcome back, and well, yeah, the move's coming close to an end, but I'm actually going to start working on the next project, and that is, well, let's just say it's on the skidding department. Not really. It's just going to be a nice car, but I also plan to do some drifting events with it. But anyway, it's in the shed. All right, so if you haven't guessed it already, it's this one is a Lexus IS200, also known as the Toyota Altezza, and there was also a Lexus IS300. Yeah, so I picked this up a while back. I think I have some videos of it, but if I do, you'll see them now, or if I don't, then you won't see them now. So that's providing on whether I can find the videos. Anyhow, but I picked it up for $1,000, just the body. So it's a rolling body. It is, so go figure, right? It's got auto interior, but it's actually a manual when you search it up by the VIN number. What happened is the guy that I bought this from bought it as a manual and did a manual conversion in his car with everything, and then swapped everything from his car back into this one. But it's actually in pretty good nick. The roof lining, yeah, well, it's seen better days. But I have a whole new interior, which I can also show you later for this car. So yeah, plan is manual. Obviously, as you saw from my little walk around then, it doesn't have an engine, so it's just a rolling shell. Big plans for this. So the motor, I'll show you in a sec, but should be a pretty good upgrade. It is a pretty common swap for these, but you know what, why not? It should be a really nice car. Alrighty, for those of you who know your engines will know what this is. If you don't, this is a 1JZ Vvti Toyota engine. It is, well, I imported it, so I don't know exactly, but it's between the years of 2000 to 2005. Don't know exactly when it is. I believe it's probably a 2003, just based off of some of the stuff I found. Anyway, picked this up as a low compression motor, and turns out it's actually really good nick. So, ran the risk, but I pulled these covers off since, and the sump, and it's actually immaculate. I believe now that the reason why it came up low compression is just because it was bone dry in there, and when they've turned it over, some of the valves might have stuck open, hence low compression. And for a shipping company, you know, it's probably not much worth stripping a motor down. But I got it really cheap, $2.5 grand I got the motor for, which for these is a really good price. And yeah, so the plans are, look, I'm not planning on, because I want to learn to drift, and I want to learn on like pretty moderate power, so I'm probably going to only run about 350 to the wheels, thereabouts. 250 kilowatts, 350, somewhere about that. I do have an upgraded standard CT15 turbo, a little Canagua, I'll show you in a sec. Oh, gearbox. I also picked up a W58. Now, I know a lot of people say W58s aren't that strong, and yeah, look, they are only probably good for about, 350 to 400 horsepower at the wheels, if you're abusing it. But my theory was that I'll run this and learn, and so it should be able to hold the power that I've got now. And when I get good and actually learn to push a car hard, then I can turn the power up, and when this box goes, then we'll get the the R154 or other options. I've still got to figure that out, but this will do for now. So pick that up, $1,000, pretty good. I don't know how good a nick it is in, but it'll do. I'm sure it'll be good. A few days later, obviously only get a bit of time every now and then to work on it. So yeah, we've pulled the interior out, but we did find some not so good signs. But this one's kind of a bit odd, but there's a 3-inch hole in the floor. It had this bit of galvanized that had been glued over it, so they'd just been stuck. Maybe it's the other way. Yeah, like that. So it had just been glued down, and that was how they sealed it. Not the best, so I've got some steel. I'll grind this off and we'll put a new bit of floor in there. So that's the job we're going to do now. But then there's also a patch of rust over here. As you can see, there's a little bit of section there, so we'll just cut all that out, put a new bit of metal in, and drill a new hole for that bung. But yeah, nothing we can't fix. Got the hole all cleaned up. Turns out there's like probably 5 mil of this like tar stuff. Yeah, I was like crazy. Anyway, so we've got it cleaned up. We'll got some fresh metal here. I'll give it a sand up and mark that hole, cut it. So we've got a bit of plate I've just roughly cleaned up. What we're going to do is we're going to put it from the underside, mark out the hole, and then I'll use the grinder to just cut the hole out to get it to a close shape, of course. And then we've basically just got to try and make it fit as close to the shape and tuck it in, and then we can weld it and then squirt some paint over. So I got the circle cut out, just roughly for now. We'll see how close it is to fitting. And yeah, so it's roughly the same thickness. I think it's a touch thicker actually, but that's alright, it won't matter. So just tried it out, and it really does fit like pretty good, pretty close. It's a little gappy here and there, but so the only thing I want to do is let's actually, never mind, just jinxed it. Yeah, there's a little, I don't know if you can quite see it, this bit here is a little risen, there's a bit of a hump there, so I'm going to try and hit that down so that there's not a gap underneath it, and then I think it's pretty good to go. sorry for all the noise, but that's it, all welded. Not the prettiest because I had a few issues with, actually I just found another hole. I'll have to fix that up. But yeah, it's very thin and that little joy of, but anyway, it'll do. So I'll just clean this up, vacuum it out, fill that hole I missed, and then I'll put some coats of paint over it and then it's done.